We're getting answers tonight as we learn about the suspension of a Springfield police officer. Good Monday evening, everyone. Welcome to Western Mass News at 6. I'm Chris Pisano. Western Mass News reporter Paris Dunford joins us now live with the exclusive details. Paris.
Chris, by digging deeper, we've learned that the Post Commission has suspended a Springfield police officer and that the Springfield Board of Police Commissioners is expected to discuss this issue tomorrow evening.
Western Mass News has learned a Springfield police officer was suspended by Post, the Massachusetts Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission. The issue is set to be discussed by the Springfield Board of Police Commissioners on Tuesday. Their agenda states, quote, on 5/4/23, the superintendent received notice that the Post Commission has suspended the certification of an SPD officer who has been charged with a felony in Springfield District Court, effective immediately. We dug a little deeper and found an update on the Post Commission's website. Jeffrey Alisea of the Springfield Police Department is on the latest list of police officers suspended in the state. We took the name to Springfield District Court and obtained paperwork from an alleged offense on April 15th of this year.
The court paperwork documents a verbal and physical argument while Alisea was wearing his department-issued uniform as he was on his way to work.
We reached out to the Springfield Police Department and they sent us a statement that reads, quote, an off-duty officer was involved in a domestic incident and has pending criminal charges. Due to those charges, the Post Commission has suspended the officer's certification.
Now, we have learned that probable cause was found in this case by a judge to have these charges. That was on April 18th. You can stick with Western Mass News as we continue to follow this story. For now, reporting live in Springfield, Paris Dunford for Western Mass News.